Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. I hope everybody is having a great day. Nonetheless, today we're going to be talking about the crypto overall market. We're going to analyze some things, kind of talk about some stuff in depth, but I also want to pretty much bring up something that should call for some recognition, because not a lot of people actually look at this in regards to XRP. So we are actually going to be talking about it, and without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So first and foremost, right, whenever we talk about a crypto bull or bear market, what is the main pinnacle move for that? Bitcoin, right? We always talk about Bitcoin. Now, what is the number one most concerning thing regarding Bitcoin? It's obviously Bitcoin dominance, right? The higher Bitcoin dominance, the more, it affects the market when it does move. So why does nobody talk about dominance in regards to XRP? Because I don't think a lot of people are aware of the fact that when we look at XRP dominance, first and foremost, we are only at about 2.52%. We actually had a high just in 2020 at around 6%. And I know, not a lot comparing it to Ethereum or Bitcoin. But the thing that I am most likely looking at, or I should say mostly looking at, is the 2017-2018 high that we printed during the bull run. It was actually in May of 2017, when we weren't even at an astronomical level at all. We were at 31.34%. Just to give you guys an idea, right? So say for so, we grasped about 31.4% of the crypto market this year in terms of dominance. Now, and I know a lot of people are saying, that we could hit this, that, whatever. I personally think that we could hit $7 trillion in total market cap for crypto. Now, if we were able to grasp about 30% of that, okay, we would be at $2.1 trillion. At roughly, we'll just estimate 46 billion for the circulating supply. At about, we'll say, just 2 trillion, right? Just to make things a little bit easier. We would roughly be at around $44 for XRP. Isn't that kind of crazy to think about in regards to just dominance alone? Now, I think a lot of people overlook this fact, and we could hit those highs this year. I'm more so betting on $20 to $25. I don't know if we get back to this market dominance, but I will say this: I think XRP is poised for a massive breakout on both the dominance chart and also on the regular chart. But we're gonna be talking about Ethereum first, so let's actually talk about Ethereum. So in yesterday's video, I said this week could be pretty volatile. I said it because when we look at, the US stocks with what's happening in the world, obviously stocks are going to be a bit volatile this week. So crypto might, for the most part, be volatile, obviously. But what I said is that, and I drew this line here, that we could be retesting a major support zone on Ethereum. Now, in terms of Ethereum dominance, we tested almost about roughly 18% overall. We didn't quite get down to my line, but hey, it is what it is. Now we had a massive breakout in terms of Ethereum dominance. Hopefully this continues and doesn't break down below this overall support zone. But the reason for this is because Ethereum is actually breaking out a little bit. We do see us back at 3,300, and I do think that we could possibly break out of that 3,400 overall resistance point. This is the pinnacle of Ethereum's success right now, is this line right here. We need a clear breaking point out of this line to hold above it to really get another breakout to about $4,600. I think Ethereum is on its way to basically being the showrunner currently for the next major bull topping point this year. And when we talk about that, that will most likely be the topping point for all of crypto. That will be where I sell my topping point for most of my altcoin holdings. I've already told you guys this. Now, what would be the time period for that? Well, considering the fact that we are pretty much repeating the 2017-2018 bull run, in my complete opinion, just from a pattern basis alone, we could expect Ethereum to pretty much top out at around, and let's zoom in here, we could expect it to top out around January, right? Around this point here, which would be January 10th to January 14th. And it's not going to repeat the same, basis overall. We're pretty much expecting a topping point at the end of December into the beginning of January, just somewhere around that pinpoint. Same goes for Bitcoin, right? So right now, Bitcoin's kind of doing its sideways trading, nothing too crazy to report on. Like I said, we need one or both of these to be broken at some point in time. Pretty much I'm just waiting for one of them to be broken. But still, going back to 2017, 2018, where would our topping point basically be for Bitcoin? And I actually circled this point down here as our main dropping point for pretty much September. This will be our September pullback if we do see one. It is what it is. I'm not expecting a major pullback like we did see here, as we already seen that major pullback back in May this year. But again, it is still calling for some concerning factors, and I will continue to report on that as we do talk more about the overall market structure. Now, again, I'm actually expecting a topping point at around the end of November into the beginning of December, as that's where we basically topped out on Bitcoin as well. So around November into December should be getting very, very interesting for all of crypto, especially those large cap altcoins like XRP. Again, even if XRP follows the same structure, we could actually go back to 2017, 2018, which I do have marked on the chart with the all-time high range here. So we pretty much topped out around the beginning of January. Again, clear insight, pretty much the end of December into the beginning of January. That is pretty much the pinnacle of success for most of these altcoins. Now, we don't know if it is going to follow the same structure. So like I said, it could top out earlier. It could top out in the beginning of December. It could top out around the end of December, similar to what we kind of did here, which was pretty much, this was topping out in the beginning of January. So it took all of December to actually get to this pinnacle up here. So I am personally watching for that same pattern structure to be playing out right now. Obviously, this chart doesn't look identical, so it's not going to play the same identical way, but I'm just saying right now, most of these altcoins do look like they are warming up for a major run in September into the end of fall into the beginning of winter. So I'm watching these X's closely here, one or both of them, especially even with Bitcoin again. But I do think that we are ranging to have that same sort of run from 2017, 2018. And yes, I do know that there's a lot of people saying that, hey, we're going into lengthening cycles, pay attention to what is about to happen, blah, blah. It's all the same sort of nonsense that we've been hearing since 2013 with the whole idea of this year's different, we're in a lengthening cycle, we're going to run it all the way until August 2022, blah, blah, blah. And listen, I already said that we could see a run till August 2022 if utility is in place, but I don't think the lengthening cycle is so much the pinpoint right now. I don't think that that is pretty much what we're running in. I think that we're still following the 4-year cycle, similar to the 2017-2018 bull run, similar to even the 2013-2014 bull run. So with that being said, I'm so much, I'm very confident on the idea that we'll most likely top out for Bitcoin, around this time here. This is pretty much our pinpoint of, us topping out. This is pretty much the beginning of December, all the way to about December 12th. And the same goes for XRP. I'm still watching, pretty much all of December. Same goes for Ethereum. I'm going to be watching January and the end of December. Now, in regards to Bitcoin, Bitcoin Dominance has broken my key line. This is what I was watching for. Now it is going to be testing a nice solid support zone before ranging lower. We're actually on a little bit of a resistance zone. We broke down a little bit below it and regrasped it. So I'm actually looking for a retest of a major support, something like this down here at about 42.67%. But I do think that Bitcoin Dominance is ready to fall significantly. Again, this will allow Ethereum to kind of flow more and more money in. Again, I do think that Bitcoin still has a little bit more juice left in the tank, but I don't think that we get to 100K plus this year alone. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, so and so said that we do get to 100K to 200K to 300K and so forth. And yes, I do understand there is a lot more money in this game, but I just don't think that it's all going to flow into Bitcoin. Right now, the big craze is NFTs. A lot of NFTs are where all the money is at, and Ethereum is actually showing that right now. Ethereum has the limelight as it does creep over $3,300 again. We also see Ethereum dominance ranging, and we also see a lot more transactions over the Ethereum mainnet while gas fees are astronomically high. So I'm watching closely with that. Again, I think once NFTs, a lot more people pull their money out, I think it's going to go back into large cap gems like XRP, also Ethereum, and also even Bitcoin. So we will most likely see that last influx really topping out during the fall into winter. And I do think that XRP is still going to do its 2017-2018 similar bull run pattern. And if we do, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, we could expect $15 to $25. It's just that simple. And I know a lot of people are losing faith, losing hope. I see a lot of people trying to sell their XRP for other bags. It's similar to what happened in 2017 and 2018. A lot of people were selling their XRP for other altcoins, and guess what ended up happening? They missed out on a life-changing pretty much pump on XRP all the way to about $3.50 some cents. So with that being said, I am watching the indices this week as we do see the Dow Jones kind of, drop a little bit, almost 56 overall points. Nothing too crazy there. We did see the NASDAQ and also the S&P 500 push up a little bit more. Nothing too crazy there. The dollar has been showing signs of, some resistance at this overall resistance point, but it also has been creeping down to that 50-day MA overall, hoping for a breaking point on that. That will tell us, hey, we come down lower and test the 100-day MA down at 91.60 roughly, and that will be very bullish for us. So things are looking pretty good. Nothing too crazy in terms of the structure overall. Bitcoin dominance, I love to see where it's going here. This is pretty much dropping into this nice little zone down here, and we could see a little bit retest of this line down here at 41.25% before we do see an influx back up. Who knows what will happen here? We got to watch PA play out. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but if I was going to tell you, we most likely test a lower support. Same with Ethereum. I think Ethereum dominance is ready to test the next major resistance point, which would be right around here at roughly about 19%. So that is what I'm watching for. Overall, market structure looks great. I think that we look great for a nice fall into winter. Again, I think that we could see a pullback in September. It will be slight, but I still think that the month of September is going to be absolutely great for crypto overall. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, or if you guys are in this beautiful world. That's been Nick. Peace out, guys.